Hey everyone! Today I will be talking about how my sleep paralysis has become a completely new experience for me. If you haven't seen my first video yet, just click here and I'll lead you to how I overcame my sleep paralysis, or how I made them better. So obviously I've been reading a lot about sleep paralysis and astral travel and all of these things, and I've been trying to teach myself how to do astral travel. Now, astral travel is very much a learning experience, which means you have to learn how to crawl before you will learn how to walk. And same thing goes for running. So if you're doing this, you're probably gonna have a lot of epic fails, basically, just like my first one. It started off really nice and then it just turned horrible, but I'll tell you about that. I don't think this astral travel was related to sleep paralysis because I didn't have any pressure on my chest or anything. But it started with me sleeping, and then I realized I was starting to lift out of my own body, like I was just being sat up. And I remember being so excited about this because I've heard about it and I've been wanting to do it for so long. So I'm thinking, yes, this is finally happening. I'm finally doing it, and I'm just lifting up like lighter than a feather, and all of my worries are just completely gone. And by the time I sit up, I'm ready to like roll out or fly up or whatever, and now I'm stuck. Basically, by the time my legs are about to come out, they just won't. They are completely stuck, and I don't know what to do. I feel so let down that I completely like screwed my chances for astral travel. Basically, it was my first experience and I failed. So now this astral travel isn't travel anymore. It turns into a lucid dream where obviously everything's possible, and I'm not scared, but I'm really weirded out because my astral body is still out and my legs are not, and I'm still attached to my physical body. So I'm trying to crawl my way out of bed with my body still attached to. I have to kind of make an illustration of this because it's weird trying to picture this in your head. This dream, it's completely lucid now, and I'm in a world where it's the physical world, but it's kind of like the spiritual realm as well. And everything has this green tint to it, and I see a lot of, I only have my face down by the floor, so I see a lot of feet standing around me, and as I make my way further down the hallway, they will make way for me but still stand like right next to me, and they're looking down at me wondering, what in the world is this creature struggling so hard. And I didn't have the guts to look up at them to see who they were, because I've always been terrified that if I see ghosts, they will look creepy, like they will look like they did when like it's just half a face, or that they will look terrible, basically. So I just wake up after this completely exhausted, and I'm thinking, wow. Hope that's not gonna happen again. Anyway, but my sleep paralysis after this, it's so simple when you learn how to do it, that when you start to feel the pressure, you just imagine yourself rise up and you will. It'll start with a pressure on my body, obviously, and I will just get the feeling like I'm just gonna sit up and I'm gonna see who is here. Sometimes there's no one, and sometimes, or most of the times that I've had, there are things trying to hide from me, so it's kind of like a person. I can see just as I open my eyes, there will be this person running behind the closest wall or closest door, just hiding from me. And I'm always wondering, who is this? Like, who are you? And nothing will happen, and I just go back to sleep. And then sleep paralysis I had a few months back now, a couple of months back. I fell asleep on the sofa right here, and I woke up feeling like there's somebody watching me. And I see this huge shadow person. He's probably like 2 meters tall, like very big. And he just looks like a really dark cloud, basically. And he has me stuck to a cord by my legs. And he just pulls me out of my body, and I go flying in the room. And then he pulls me again. So I'm kind of going into the darkness, which is him. And I don't feel any, like, I just find it extremely fun to be out flying, and I'm so light and I can just do whatever, just like being in water. Like, it's such a nice feeling. And then I start, as soon as I go in or crash into him or whatever happened, my physical body will start having breathing problems. So I end back up in my body, because if you are in the astral plane, as soon as you think of your physical body, you will just snap back into it. I still had my sleep paralysis after this, because I was scared that the shadow man would be gone. But he's still there, so, but he's not pulling anything. Now he's just standing there watching me. And I'm not sure why I didn't try and ask him any questions, but I just found it so fun to be out of my own body, just go like flying. So I'm trying to focus on actually doing the same thing, just going and like with speed, just going like straight into the dark again, which is him. And I do that, and as soon as that happens again, I end up having breathing troubles again. So I end up in the same position. So I'm kind of like, oh my god, it has to be a way around this. So I try again, same thing happens, and then I completely wake up. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but I just could not breathe properly. So yeah, I'm not sure what that was. I find it really fascinating nonetheless. I wasn't scared at all. And then the last one I had was the weirdest one yet, where I woke up feeling the pressure. Obviously the pressure started up here, and as I started to sit up, the pressure would like shift down my body and then completely be off. So at this time I'm sitting up, opening my eyes, and I see this person running out the room into the hallway. And I'm not about to let this person escape. I really want to know who this is. So I'm yelling for him, and I can be really annoying and persistent if I want to be. So I'm yelling for him and like calling him until he gets a bit like frustrated. So he comes back into the room and he just stands there looking at me. What he looks like is that he is a male in mid-30s maybe. He has dark hair to about here. He has blue eyes, they're really prominent because he has really like dark eyelashes, and he's just staring at me. So again I'm asking him, who are you? And then he just gives me this stare of like, before he says, I already killed you. And then he leaves, leaving me to just sit in the bed and wondering, what kind of message is that? I was like hoping for something awesome, like I'm your spirit guide, or just something amazing along those lines, but I've already killed you? What kind of message is that? So I'm waking up and I'm still like wondering, what? So now I'm just waiting for my next sleep paralysis. Maybe I'll meet the same guy again, who knows? And I'll really like, maybe I'll just prepare some questions for him, because that was not... I don't know. It was not what I was expecting, to be honest. I'm not sure, maybe you have some thoughts around that, what that message could mean. But again, I wasn't scared at all. I didn't get any bad vibes from him, only like, I was a bit weirded out maybe. The way he was just standing there, just giving me this hopeless look almost, like, what do you want type of thing. But I really want to know. So if you guys have any ideas to what this could be, just leave it in the comments. And please like my video if you liked my stories. I hope I was able to entertain some of you. In my next video I'll probably talk about my very first sleep paralysis, which was the most terrifying I've ever had. And yeah, just stay tuned. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll see you later. Bye!